Hi everyone! I've missed you all so much, and I hope you had a well-rested break. Now that our rest time is over, it's time to change gears. Lucky for you, I have made a review video of the last things we learned in class before we went on break. Pay attention because I will be asking you a few questions along the way. We recently learned that the Revolutionary War went on since we broke up with King George III, aka the Declaration of Independence. We also learned that the Patriots were victorious at the Battle of Yorktown, where Cornwallis surrendered to the Patriots. The fighting went on after Cornwallis surrendered, but the British were finally convinced that the war was becoming too costly to continue. Question time! What really ended the American Revolutionary War? If you said the Treaty of Paris of 1783, you are right. The British and the Patriots had signed the Treaty of Paris on September 3rd, 1783, where Britain had finally recognized the U.S. as an independent nation. They promised to withdraw troops, and they forfeit the Northwest Territory along with the 13 colonies. All right, now that the U.S. has finally become an independent nation, what do you think is the next step? Yes, create principles for our new nation to follow. We will use this as our first new government. The Articles of Confederation was a document that recorded our new nation's principles. In fear of having someone like our ex, Georgie, we made sure that there were limits to prevent a strong central government. We made sure the central government wasn't allowed to have the power to tax, to request troops, or to have a national executive, and they couldn't have a judicial or national court. Not to mention, whenever they wanted to fix anything in the government, all states had to unanimously agree. Okay, let's see if you've been listening. What was the name of our nation's first documented principles? As you can see, we went a little overboard in avoiding another king, right? All these weaknesses were highlighted in Shays' Rebellion. Daniel Shays, a Revolutionary War veteran, led the rebellion with others because many farmers, like himself, were losing their land and or being sent to debtors' prisons in response to tax increases to pay off the war debt. Shays and others shut down courts to stop farmers' lands from being seized. Our central government wasn't able to shut down Shays' Rebellion because they just didn't have the power to do so. They didn't have enough money to pay soldiers to take action against Shays, and they couldn't force soldiers to join. The rebellion was put down only because Massachusetts Governor Bowdoin hired his own army, which was privately funded by Boston businessmen. Knowing all this information about Shays' Rebellion, what did Shays' Rebellion highlight about the Articles of Confederation? Now that we've seen how the weaknesses of our first government, the Articles of Confederation, affected us as a whole, what do you think will be our country's next step? This is where our lesson starts today. I'm so glad that you're here to learn it.